All new this morning, his family's business is making history in Grand Rapids. Now he has his own business, giving people a new appreciation for American history. You might have even seen him on Shark Tank.
So a lot of people think history is boring.
Not Ari Siegel of Siegel Jewelers in Grand Rapids, a jewelry store with a history made for Hollywood.
That history that really matters, we feel like we participate in that in people's lives every day.
Their great-great-grandfather was a watchmaker in what was then Kiev, Russia.
And the legend is that he was a watchmaker to the Tsar of Russia at the time.
Sending his son to the U.S. to escape the political tension, he went on to open Siegel Jewelers first in what we now know as the Amway Grand Hotel, then becoming the first business to lease space in Woodland Mall, and now in a storefront not far from there.
In this part of the store, this is our family history wall.
Showcasing the store's more than 135-year history.
Represents over 100 years of jewelry boxes. I have always been a history buff, and entrepreneurship is something that's been handed down in our family through generations.
Only fitting that he would put the two together.
I was an intern in the U.S. Senate with Senator Carl Levin from Michigan. And while I was there, I went to the Library of Congress and discovered that they had thousands of documents that people didn't even know existed. And so then I just started replicating these documents for family and friends, and it became incredible business.
It's called History by Mail.
We mail documents to subscribers, one each month, along with a context story telling the history behind it. This is Rosa Parks's fingerprint card from the day she was arrested in 1955. Wow. We also licensed her pancake recipe, which she wrote on the back of a bank envelope from the Bank of Detroit, where she spent the last several decades of her life. Our set of cocktail recipes from history. We show historic figures and what they like to drink, and then you can make the cocktail yourself and drink like the historical figures.
Bet there will be a lot of interest in that. Given the once-in-a-lifetime chance to get a business partner with some bite with a spot on Shark Tank.
So Sharks, who's ready to make history with me? They get nearly 40,000 applications a year and air less than 100 businesses. I practiced several hours a day for the better part of a year. Wow, the check used to purchase Alaska from Russia, written in 1868 for $7.2 million.
Leaving with Kind Bar creator Daniel Lebetsky and what's known as the Shark Tank effect.
We saw our best sales day just within an hour. Within an hour, we had surpassed our best sales week in our entire company's history, and we've grown significantly since then.
Siegel Jewelers got started in 1889. 130 years later, in 2019, Ari started his own business, History by Mail. And of course, I could have made that story even longer just with so many additional details. That check that he showed on Shark Tank, that's supposed to be a replica of the check used to purchase Alaska from Russia. They also try to replicate the feel of the paper at that time, so you really do feel like you're holding a piece of history.
That is so cool. I can name multiple people off the top of my head right now who are huge history buffs that would think that this is so cool. Yeah. And it's just one of those really cool
It comes in the mail
concepts.
each month, and it's like, okay, what am I getting this month? Maybe that book of cocktail recipes from historical figures. I also want to point out the recipe of Rosa Parks' pancake recipe. So funny, it includes peanut butter in there as well. So kind of different, but to think it's in her writing, she wrote that down. Who knows where that recipe comes from, if she, created it herself or it was passed down. Just so unique.
It's such a cool concept, and it's so cool too when you're looking at these big shows, these cultural phenomenons like Shark Tank, and there's somebody that went on there that has West Michigan roots.
Yes.
So cool.
I'm glad you pointed that out, Amber, because I said to him, I watched Shark Tank, and I'm like, I remember seeing you. I don't remember you mentioning West Michigan. He's like, I did, I promise. They just cut it out of the show.
Yeah, I get it. How he said too, like, there's tons of people who don't even make the show, or their episodes don't even air. So I get it, but I'm so glad that you were able to highlight that.
Yes, thanks, Amber. Yeah.